myself, you know, we're not going to do that today, so I don't want to hurt my hands them, you know. So, 11 minutes past 8, we start. Where was all the you people behind there? Because see, all these people was here on time. What happened to you? Because only the just come crow. Yeah? How many people was at the university here say aye? So is that the time you get to your lessons there? Your lectures? Is that the time you put in your assignments? You need to be on time. So don't nobody is with us, black people, on time. You know, we just at time, just hold on, we soon come. You know, we just assume that time waits in us. What is it that makes us think that way? Is it because there's a time now that we're learning a bit more about ourselves, isn't it? A bit more about our history, who we are, where we come from. And in that pursuit of searching for our knowledge, we think, hold on a minute, we were the first on earth, star. Wait, brethren. Hold on, and if we were the first on earth, you get me? That means we were the first to have the concept of time. Ooh, I'm never late, star. And you can feel, you know, if anybody's had the opportunity of traveling to Africa or the Caribbean, you see, they always know us, don't they? They always know that we don't care. We can dress up in dashiki, we can have tear-up trousers. They just know that we are foreigners. They say, foreigner, they don't try to hide, we know you. And you know why they know we're foreigners? Because we've adopted the Eurocentric pattern of living. You see, we see, either, if you go to Africa, you see one of them little cha-cha, or you see a minibus, we're running for it. And everybody look, what are them? They're mad, what happened to them? You know, it's everything we run for with it. But you see, back in them place, nobody don't run, everybody's on this. Even the boss don't get upset when the people them come in late. Because on there, you see they're clocking in card, see the clocking card, it tells you the time that you come in, and if you're coming after 8 o'clock you're late, or if you got to be at 9, you're late. But in Africa, the Caribbean, ain't like that. Their clocking card said, now I start. Just read. And then there's things, you know, we're here, you know, people talk about we live in a multicultural society. I don't actually believe that. I don't actually believe that we actually live in a multicultural society. I believe that we are told we live in a multicultural society because everybody's supposed to respect everybody's culture. Is that not true? Isn't it? Speak back. You can speak back to me. Yes. God. You need to help me with this, yeah? But I don't feel anybody respects our culture. See, because, I've had the opportunity of traveling Africa quite extensively, and the Caribbean, and, you know, I see how we operate in those areas. See, if you want a job, you don't have to fill out not only performs and tell a lie. Yes? Yo, boss, you have a job there for me? What you can do? We can't do anything, you know, boss. All right, where you say? We can start right now. All right, see that man, let's go check that man, let me show you what I do. Now, why can't we do that here? Why can't I go to the council, for instance, the housing trust, and then people, why can't I go to BT or the electricity board and gas board and say, listen, I want a job. Give me a job now. And if you get the look, yes, this is in their culture, yes, yes. Get a translator for him. And give me a job. This is not my culture, is it? And then there's this old concept of how we're supposed to think that's politically correct. See, now, in the culture where I come from, we got ways that we call people different things. Yeah? We don't say you're stupid, we say you're an idiot. You see, we're stretching. Yeah? You know, we're stretching. To say somebody's stupid, oh, you're stupid. Oh, you're so stupid, don't go away from me. It doesn't mean nothing. Don't think I'm trying to get. We've said, he's an idiot. You know, we don't just say words like, you fool. Oh, you're a fool. No, we say, you damn fool. You understand what I'm saying? There's certain things that we say that, you know, really and truly is quite expressive. Like, for instance, now, people talk about homosexuals. Now, in our country, don't talk when I'm talking, please. Yeah? You're in the university now, manners. I'm lecturing. And you see, people think that when you say batty, man, that it's like, you know, you're saying to kill somebody. You understand what I say? But no, see, let me explain to you who I am first. I need to tell you who I am. So you don't have to ask me this question after. See, I'm an African. An African that left Africa around about the 15th century. Kidnapped, take across the Atlantic Ocean, some of my family jump off ship, killed, dead, wrap up, chain up, down in the bottom of the gully of the ship, after eat potato, when we never meet before, reach the Caribbean island of Jamaica, where my great-great-great-grandfather was in a parish called St. Thomas, then buy it, take him to the parish of St. Anne's, an area called Dumbarton. My parents then born, left there, go runaway beer, left runaway way to Kingston, took a plane, fly back over the Atlantic Ocean, down to Heathrow Airport, M4. I ain't finished yet. I ain't finished yet. M4, yeah? Wandsworth Bridge, Lavender Hill, Bussa Right, Cedars Road. See, Acre Lane, Brixton, Africa. Because I know some of us are mixed up about, you know, our Africanness and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, we're born here, some generations born here. I'm not African, I'm born here British. You know, but, you know, when winter comes, just check your dry foot and you'll understand. You see, and the whole aspect of it is that, see, in the country where I come, the lineage I come from, we created a language called Patois. It's a language. People say it's broken English. There's nothing broken about it. Yeah? It's innovative Patois. It's a combination of African languages and English. And remember, English is not actually a language. It's a stolen, it's a bastard language. It's got Italian, Latin, Greek. It's got all those things. So, you know, it's just another abbreviation of human communication systems. I sound like a lecturer, I don't know. Anyway, in our culture, see, we wasn't allowed to read. We wasn't allowed to read no book. We wasn't allowed to read no Bible. We weren't allowed to read nothing. So we had to use words, see, to explain a particular type of behavior. So when a man do a thing, we say it's a bad. Because we're expressive, because we're thinking what? Because the way that we say the word is as if, wait, away my door. You know, we don't say button man. You know, because we actually say bad man. Hey, you know, it's a bad thing. What do they? The whole body is involved. You know, the brain is talking to the hand, and we're bad boy. Now, people say to me, look, Kwaku, you can't say that, man, because, you know, you're being homophobic and all the rest of that kind of stuff. And it's not, I'm just speaking in my language. Because if you go to Jamaica, we've got a little book, a little Jamaican dictionary, it's true. And translation for homosexual, why? So why can't I go work and say, the man said, oh, you know that guy Patrick, why can't I say that like a batty boy Patrick there? It's part of my culture. But I don't know, maybe it's because the way we say things, because we're very expressive people. And, you know, it's not that Europeans are as expressive. Yeah, it's only aristocracy. Look on Prince Charles the other day. When he cussed off the newspaper guy there. Now, could you imagine if Prince Charles didn't know a bit of patois? You know, he's a bloody man, he's bloody awful. Now, in the aristocracy world, that's quite rude what Prince Charles said. Hey, Prince Charles is saying, he's making us look like kind of really. But could you imagine if it was the lower class of the society that they say that? Like a cockney. He would say, what a wanker. You see, and he would say, because Prince Charles never said it with him. He was so cool. Hey, it's bloody warm for this. And he's like, it doesn't mean anything. But if it was a Cockney say, he said, what a wanker, innit? And it's expressive. People are expressive about certain things. So we are expressive people. So don't take it anyway. You understand? That's how we are. And you shouldn't feel no. We talk with our hands. You know, we talk with our hands. We're expressive. We can't talk like this. We talk with our hands. And you've seen us on phone. You'd believe that that's why they, listen look. I'm telling you, man. We are responsible for any invention on planet Earth. I'm telling you. Yeah? Because it was actually a black man that invented the cellular phone, you know. That's why we use it so much. It's true. It's true. And I tell you, free phone, you know the number 3, free phone. Yeah? That's why he said a lot of black people got mixed up with it, you see, because they thought the phone was free. But they made the phone for us because the Japanese looked and said, no, man. What they were saying, look, they're moving their hands. People need to see them talking. So they know that we're going to go for it. This all, remember, you know, it's a black guy that invented the selling music, the music ring, you know. It had to be a black man. Because it's only black people who think of them fuckery. And we like idiot, we spend money and you hear all kind of died in here. That one day me hear a door open. When me look over this door, they may smell it for the back. And they know. They know because I'm telling you, when the 3D phone comes, it's going to even be, when that technology is perfected, because it ain't perfected yet. But when it is perfected, you know, I'm telling you, you watch when you see me on the phone. We're going to put the phone down like, what man? You know, you hear me? I said, hey, prejudice, bring my, hey, Tom, hey, Mikhail, show my home dealing with you, no prejudice. Show him on this. Hey, I am. And then the guys on the other side going, what? When you think me I come there? Hey. Are you ready for the first time? Are you ready for the first time? All right, we're going to get a few things here. What I want everybody, because you see, we like to have a nice vibe in the place. There's a lot of us that don't know each other. So what I want, before the first act comes on, what I want everybody to do is look behind their seat and see somebody they don't know and say to them, yo, I love you. Simple thing. No, you can say. Well, come on. Got me love you all on. Yeah? 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 Right. So it's love we're dealing with. Yeah? It's love we're dealing with. Right. This is an open mic session. Now what I want everybody to do, this is a wooden floor, yeah? So it makes a lot of noise. So we want the artists to feel welcome, yeah? So what we're gonna do a test run. When I say Barco, I'm speaking in tree now, yeah? I'm counting in tree. When I say Barco, which means 1, you go like this. Barco. When I say Mieno, meaning 2, yeah? When I say Mieno, right, you stamp your feet and clap your hands. Mieno. Yeah? When I say Miensa, right, you stamp your feet, clap your hands, and scream, Miensa! Okay, give me a barco. Mieno. Miensa. Give a big massive round of applause for Soldier!
Greetings, one and all. How are we doing this evening? Are you feeling the energy? Can you feel it? Kwaku, heavy set. Look at the soup they're still feeding. Believe in many are the disguised untold truths thus far. You need to decipher for your own brain. Matter of urgency. For further we should be, can you see? Many say, look between the lines. I say, turn them right side out, truth side in, no doubt. Plenty of determination need to complete once you've begun. But don't take that as a knock. Back up a little. Take deep breaths. mentally prepared to receive pre-unseen wisdom laying ahead. Okay, yes, it has been said that there's not between lines except space, so where does the wisdom exist? This statement itself ironic, because you've analysed space, you'd realise the wealth of knowledge waiting to be dealt, discovered or rekindled or simply reawakened as you soul search life's mission from Earth. From birth impregnated, core of your psyche, so as lessons are learned, moral fibres are strengthening. Reflected by inner God will to succeed, can you see? Clear open-mindedness, one of many fundamental keys for decoding and placing into action truth's life journey, enabling third sight, clearing the smoke screens, which may have been initiated your way, confusingly deflected. Otherwise, pack of lies could start to live, digging deeper into a matrix of myth. Open your eyes, absorb the horizon, view the wisdom and bliss. Know that you can do it regardless of how you're hit. Solutions, they're always imminent, and it's not to simply take my words, because as soon as you put thoughts into actions, results will themselves be heard. It's a thin line between genius and grace. Such a thin line, you better meditate every day. It's a thin line, step cautious along the way. It's a thin line or thread guiding our way. Not much pulling from the other end, the drive must come from within. Times of recent, most used to going along because others are doing so or thinking may meet some higher approval. But no way to live is this. Own 2 feet need rooted deep, grounded, increasing life's energy flow. As with electrics, bad connections equal distortions. Beings, we are self-generating power stations. Ground is needed for positive to flow. Now can you see why you need that get up and go? Now, others will discourage you, even unwittingly knowing so. But strong belief of self will counteract negative arisals. Therefore, surprise with you will not act. Instead, pat yourself on the back for noticing the rash track. Rise above we must, this hustle and fuss which focus of can interfere with brainwaves connecting you to universal consciousness, intelligence wiser than finite earth years, serving you with all you need to know when you need to know it, transforming nervous future projections into focused present day achievements of the past, a hint of reflection to set direction, course maintained, the path of elevation to be on stage. Then into play will come magnetic forces, drawing you to and to you, all things contained in your mindset. Hence why care must be taken where your focus is put. Allow me to put it simply, your mind controls your reality, and sometimes it may not seem, but control of your mind enables control of your reality, giving us, we, you, me, the power to create our dreams. Peace.
This is entitled The Queen Within. Where is the lady in the girl? Today's females are in a different world. Young girls full of crazy notions, bring pure problems without solutions. Wannabe bad girls who cuss and shout, everyone knows when they're about. Openly chatting slackness, discussing last night and who they slept with. Where is the shame in their behaviour? They need some guidance, they need a saviour on how to educate themselves, to structure a plan to gain personal wealth. Where is the love within that tells them you're living in sin? It's not all about fun and laughter. Take time, think about after. Be friends, have fun, make sure he's the one before giving up something precious that can't be undone. You may think you're grown, but life's hard out there on their own. People will show you many faces, but who's genuine? It's hard to know this. Think you're hot in your miniskirt? Think you're in control when you begin to flirt? Growing up before time. Man checking you only has a grind. Why have you no self-value? He goes back and forth from you with Chantel, Tamika and Susie. Next thing you know, you're smelling all oozy. No condom used has led to infection. Off to the clinic to get your injection. So many girls, who can he blame? He takes a wild guess and calls your name. You get vexed and cuss and shout. Is that all you think that I'm about? Seriously, girl, what did you expect? Check yourself and the way you flex. Know your worth and don't give in. Why settle for rude boys? Demand a king, as there is no need for low self-esteem. Remember, sweet child, you were born a queen.
This piece is called Imagine. Imagine, imagine, you can imagine. Can you imagine that the amount of food dumped in North America alone can fill over 40,000 747 jetliners? I bet you never see that in any CNN ticker tape or newspaper headliner. Imagine 2/3 of the world's population not going to bed hungry. Think about that the next time you have the munchies. Imagine if the world's mortality problem was linked to the consumption of H2O, known as water to most. Imagine each and every single time we took a sip of the life-sustaining compound, it made us comatose. Imagine no Freemasonry, no CIA involvement, no Bin Laden, the FBI's top 10, no Al-Qaeda network, no Soviet Union ever getting dismantled, no 9/11, World Trade Center buildings still erected, thousands of lives worldwide wouldn't have needlessly have been in shambles. Imagine if Ronald Reagan never became president-elect. No one suffering needlessly for his longing for global power and conquest. No Star Wars program. No S-16 intercontinental ballistic nuclear missile set to obliterate communist ideals because he was scared. If Einstein had half the IQ, no E equals MC squared, no 8 bombs dropped on Japan, and no post-apocalyptic nightmares. Yeah. Would the outcome of World War II have been the same? Maybe. Imagine if Hitler succeeded in his quest for eradication of secular global domination, the New World Order. Would we be congregating like this, speaking German and honoring his name? Imagine containing all the cries, screams, sorrow, and pain and sending it into space. Alien life forms wouldn't come within 1 billion light years of this place. Imagine, imagine, you can imagine. This poem with a different twist if it wasn't inspired by that song on the polka dot door. Imagine if I laid this poem over a nice fat beat. I know it would sound a lot better, I'm sure, but can you imagine and imagine every menagerie manager, manager can imagine every menagerie? Imagine the day when you're a text on a screen and no physical books to read. Imagine living to 200 instead of around 75. Can you imagine the cataclysmic shift in tide? If we died and came back remembering everything that happened in our previous lives? Jesus' death or resurrection wouldn't be so significant in our eyes. Imagine if all the world's inhabitants had melanin. There'd be no racism, no Semitism, no Aryanism, no Nazism. But due to different shades of complexion, do you still think we would have haterism? Do you still think there would be Uncle Tomism? Imagine no America, no Yankeeism, no lynchings, no hangings, no upside down burner crosses, and most certainly no Ku Kluxism. No I Have a Dream speech, no Black Panther movement, no Fight the Power, no reverse racism. And none of this talk about getting the evildoers and ending terrorism. Imagine if we were all the same height, no David fighting Goliath, no gigantism, no mini-me, no dwarfism. Imagine no Greeks and Romans stealing any of the gold in Africa, sacred books from libraries in Alexandria, no scholars in their thirst for knowledge addictions, wishing to build their own pyramids and decoding hieroglyphic inscriptions painstakingly written by ancient Egyptians, and no trying to convert people into Christians without Osiris, Ra, and Isis. Come on! Osiris, Ra, and Isis, there'd be no missionaries trying to convert people into Christians, no Father, Son, Holy Spirit, there's no Trinity, no Vatican State, and most certainly no Catholicism. And on that note, imagine no perverts, no pedophiles, and no voyeurism. Imagine if everyone minded their own damn business, no reality TV, no Jerry Springer and other programs you probably don't even know of, and no Big Brotherism. Imagine no King Haile Selassie, no Reckless Dreads, and no Rastafarianism. Imagine if everyone minded, listen, imagine if Lucifer never got kicked out of heaven, there'd be no Satanism, and no Bible ever written to perform any exorcisms. Imagine if we were all the same sex, there'd be no heterosexualism, and no lesbianism, no homosexualism, no being bi-curious, and no bisexualism, no transgenders, and no transgenderism, no hermaphrodites, and no transsexualism. Imagine no modern poetry movement. There'd be no imagism, no spoken word, no poetry readings, no exposure. That means no reason for any of us to be here, and none of you to inspire any of my lyricism. Imagine a world without imagination. There would be no imaginism.
Well, that was just the open mic session. Yeah, that was just the open mic session. We've got the cream coming up behind that. Excuse me over the bar there and there. Yeah, you black guy with the rasta. Hey, I just need to be a bit quiet right now, yeah? Excuse me about being with you, man. I don't mind you hugging each other and all that shit, but I don't want it right now being heat. Like, you sit down. You sit down, damn it. You sit down. Yeah, we're about to start setting off now, so I'm just going to introduce the next act. Now, I know you might think, you know, a black guy with rasta and locks and stuff like that, and I'm talking like I'm in Scotland, but I'll have you know I'm a black Scottish, mate. Yeah. Oh, you know, kilts and all that. You didn't think that Europeans could make something so designer, look, do you? I mean, you had some people like me up there, didn't you? So anyway, are you ready for the second half now? Are you ready? Yeah. Right, give me a barcode. I don't know what's happening. I'm just going to try it. Give me a new. Give me a sack.
Exposure. How we feeling, people? Good? Alright, like the vibe, like the energy still. The name is FLOetic Lara. They call me Flo for short. I'm gonna do a little song for you tonight. I'm a poet and a singer. Okay. Right. I'm gonna start off with my first piece. It's called The Next Legend. Bye. Long living legacies of loving lyrics brought before you, hear it as I spit it. Said I'll drop it like no other, said the name is FLOetic Lara. A prophet who flows as she grows from past experience. Yeah, ludicrous lies come from haters on the side, like those that you see at the dance who just ain't got no vibe. But I don't let it affect me. I just do my thing and just let it flow, learning from ones that I know who came before me. Like Jesus Christ, who was sent by the Most High, died and was resurrected in order to save the frightened, lost and neglected. He came to earth as a man and went through trials and tribulations, tests and temptations, just to show you there's always a way to stay true. Yeah, life can be painful and it might seem hard, but it's a job that you just got to do. Live it to the full and God will pull you through. Believe in Him, do you? Yes, I do. So many positive influences from ancestors, predecessors and peers alike. There's just not time to write them. Not enough ink and far too few pen. Also, I've got to leave time to tell you. In fact, it's a priority I got to show you, which means do it now, so I say it loud. There's a few other issues that we must deal with. Firstly, the respect that is given to artists when they lock down the stage. Hush up your mouth until you're ready to ignite the praise. Hooping, hollering, whistles and waves for the glorious work of art that's just been displayed. Constructed by legends themselves. Many whose families sitting amongst you could be right next to you. Take a good long look, because maybe one day you'll get to say, I sat next to that person in that exposure halls. They've come a long way, they must have got booze. Oh yeah, I remember. You was the one sitting next to me whilst grinning in glee, watching that group dancing and that rapper spitting, those peeps singing and that poet speaking. See, you never know who the next legend might be. What they'll be remembered for, and was there any controversy surrounding things they said? Boy, peeps, do you know the amount of people that's ended up dead for speaking out against the way they rape us with their system? But they can't catch us all, like one great woman, Harriet Tubman, who saved many of her kind. Slaves at the time. Organised crime? Now bless. An underground railway network that showed them slave master jerks just how powerful we are. Always have been, always will be. See Pilgrim's Travels? Pilgrim's Travels are set as examples like Gil Scott Heron. Do you know Gil Scott Heron? Yeah. He's a pioneer of the spoken word, the verbal beat doing, writing, beat making, singing and spitting, an addicted activist, accurate accounting for monstrosities meant for supposed madman. He literally locked down his lyrics, longing for the last days when the revolution that won't be televised speaks out and is heard. You see me? Yo, I'm dreaming of street nerds who live in this rat race, racing towards finish lines like Dwayne Chambers, achieving lifelong dreams, rebuking long things, because we ain't got time to waste. Let's face it, peeps. Years are now turning into months and months into weeks. That's why I don't spit rhymes just to pass time. I got a message in every line.
All right.
See, each generation should be an evolution of the last. And although I don't look behind me because I'm not afraid of my past, I gotta know my history in order to know me and see my future.
clearly. See, like Miles Davis and Dizzy Gillespie, yo, I'm gonna make music that's legendary, excuse me. Like Marcus Garvey and Martin Luther King, I'm looking to have a following. And by any means necessary, yeah, I'm gonna always defend me like Malcolm X. You see, I'm the type of poet that gets peeps vexed. I ain't looking to be assassinated, far from it. I wanna live past 120, that's why I'm trying my best to eat healthy. I don't support Matt Nasty's Murder King or Kentucky Fried Chicken. I'm really trying not to eat Rat Cat or Slimy Smarties. Why? Because they're made by Nestle, one of the worst slave drivers in this country. See, they've got children as young as 5, 6, and 7 working in factories in India. They call it cheap labor, I call it taking liberties. The fact is, peeps, they just want to make more paper. But you know what gets me though? Exposure. What gets me is the fact that we as a people got so much ability, endless talent and rare opportunities, but we take it all for granted. Complaining when mama can't afford the latest TNs, yet she be busting a sweat working a 9 to 5 and a 6 till 10. Listen up, legends. Life's too precious to say I can't be bothered with this, it's all just a long thing and man like me ain't in having to be working. What? You best find your talent or open door. Boy, I don't know about you, but I'm always seeking more. Not material, but more like spiritual wealth. Because if you add a bit of God's knowledge, yo, you got the best of health. You see this one here? It's going out to everyone. From the littlest to the great-grandfather's son. But parents, so we got any parents in here? Yeah. Parents, and those expecting, be aware, because it's out there. There's a snake in the mist, and your children are living in this. And if you ain't talking to them, then who is? It's simple, really. Yo, it ain't about showbiz. If you want to be a legend, just remember this. Yo, peeps, I wonder who the next legend is. Give me. I'm going to use this now. Okay. The next piece I'm doing is actually, I'm a singer and I love jazz music. That's my first music that I've always been banging on. Thank you. And people say I'm a bit young to like that kind of music, but boy, I'm 19 still, but it wasn't really around when I was around. But boy, it's all about the foundation of music to me, and that's one of the foundations, trust me. But I love hip hop though as well. I don't like the grime, that's rubbish. Anyway, yeah, so this one is called Cry Me a River. Does anyone know Cry Me a River? Alright, so I'm gonna drop that. Not that one, nah, not the fake Justin Timberlake, whatever you call it. Self-taught, the DJ, can you run a rhythm track one, please? And turn it up for me. Nice. Yeah. Hope I remember the just to prove that you do.
I've had my fill of your
cause things are not what they was, and things is not how they are. Somewhere, somebody told lies, somebody done tried and succeeded to get us to believe in it. That's why as long as I live and as long as I'm breathing, I will have to pay attention. Yeah, and you will have to pay attention too, cause I ain't trying to be the best of the best. I just want to be the only one who does what I do. All I'm trying to do is make my moves and see them through. Because what I pursue is set my views with youths in avenues. Rapping over beatboxes who need nothing more than resources so they can see the world and view themselves and whether they're not able to. Because in this laboratory, we call the city, Manchurian candidates navigate their thing, and it's such a pity. Because it gives us an esteem to get gritty, but not enough to committee. Even though we have a common unity, but they're only like the you sort the two. And that's what we're left with. But nevertheless, we must continue with life, and we must plant conscious seeds. But by no means do I mean chicks have to loosen their jeans and brothers have to pull their waist seams up to their spleens. I'm talking about pay attention, cause things is not what they was, and things is not how they are. Somewhere, somebody told lies, somebody done tried and succeeded to get us to believe in them. That's why as long as I live and as long as I'm breathing, I will have to pay attention. And you will have to pay attention too. Yeah. And all the while, perverts pray like popes, covering their necks trying to hide the burns from the ropes that they've been killing themselves with, hiding behind the World Wide Web. I think about the word and see what a tangle with the weave when they plans to deceive. With them machines that I make to make money, but I make love honey. I draw my energy from the sun, and you can tell by the way I wear my hair. Cause you can tell a tree from a fruit that it bears. I'm not like them. I know they won't like it, but I'm not frightened. They educated me, or should I say they trained me. So you can't really blame me for taking so long to realise it's so wrong. Because if their left hand don't know the right doing, then with their trick peopleology, they cannot possibly teach me the right philosophy. So pay attention, cause things is not what they was, and things is not how they are. Somewhere, somebody told lies, somebody done tried and succeeded to get us to believe in it. That's why as long as I live and as long as I'm breathing, I will have to pay attention. And you will have to pay attention too. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. It's first. It's love. It's first. It's love. It's first. It's love. Check it. Just got my hair faded. Remember way back in the days when I had my hair braided. Nowadays it's all a paper chase. Remember when I used to smile, now I've always got a smooth face. 88, it was big fun. Millennium replaced the MTG and now it's all big guns. Brothers running around insane. Bombs blowing up and nails embedded in their kid's brain. What the fuck's up with this shit? I'm about to flip upon the word cause I ain't having none of it. I'm conversating with my real clique. The brothers that know the life, I live the ones I went to school with. They're telling me the praise have had enough. We're getting older, wiser, realizing that the system's fucked. We're in the game. We can't win, and every man I know's been down that road where the riders sit. Back in the days we had everything, they even stole our gold and our ancestors' rings. Starving for the better things, better what? We were prophets and kings. 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 I know that's her because she's not looking. Motherland. Tell me how we got to be. We used to live life large, now we survive uncomfortably. And what's the point? It's the G.O.D. It seems like every time I try that the devil's going in for me. The job centers offering peace and deliveries and sold my intelligence. Don't come around with your trickery. Take me from my own land, treat it like a mystery. In school don't teach black youth about the history. Team country smile, then they call it victory. They're pissing me off, that's why this whole country ain't shit to me. A London Zoo, they got my whole crew. The lion ain't in Zion, just take a train from Waterloo. Kings of the jungle, see them locked up. People find monkeys nuts, Uncle Sam couldn't give a fuck. But understand the pain it brings. But anyway, we were prophets and kings. 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 Yeah, okay. We were prophets and kings. We were prophets and kings. Yeah, we were prophets and kings. Okay, I laid it over a bit because I like the way you're saying it. I'm gonna get into last verse though. Check it, yo. We're struggling. struggling, we still run things. What's the colour of the heavyweight champion in the ring? Who's the fastest 100-meter runners? The people who land to enjoy carnival each and every summer, who controls the streets in the night, and he's the baddest pop artist to ever come and bless the mic. Who grabs the basketball and takes flight? And what's the colour of the man in the yellow and red traffic lights? What you sound in the fight? Cause get my progress, but please your bloods don't give up the fight. Like Barney said, just cool, old time, but can't ever little thing is gonna be alright. I'm earning my stripes, music's my life, what? It's destiny. You only make my lyrics better when you're on my back, stressing me, testing me, pop piece, you arresting me. Got me in the cell, mind cooking up the recipe. Blood, I got energy to feel my sting. Hold the power and the strength of a million kings. For the hurt and the pain from a million sins. But what? We're still prophets and kings. 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 Yeah, yeah. We got Shakara on the drum, Shakara. You know.
That phone number sooner, like post that deadlines, red light, rushing is rush hour, hurry, I'm running late and invoice them, sending demo tape and mailing list email and sis grab some teletape and attention to detail like last minute shopping and admin and spoken word events or audience chatting and behind the scenes getting over that sin and I tidy my space like I be so busy and the mind's in a race just like hurdles and relay then mobile and the phone calls in the phone booth and vocals and studio and no shows, no pool and radio stations and interviews and newspapers, online magazine articles with no agents and paperwork chasing like bios and CVs, new TV and staying like stick to your guns, no hesitating and I finish that flow for the feature and finish that flow for the forthcoming feature and we get no rest, so yeah, homework to correct, workshops coming out of a net hot night.
Them always say you save the best till last. And isn't that true? Yeah, well, me is the best, so I'll be last. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, give me a back up. Me and you, me and Sam. Give it up for the best kept secret!
AmenNoir, Tuggstar, Oneness. I go. Amen. I go. Amen. Shakara, shortMAN. What say ye? Yeah, yeah. What say ye? Yeah, yeah. The best kept secret. The best kept secret. The best kept secret. What is urban?
Home, sweet home. There is no place like home.
See, I got so much venom when he who cast the first stone, too proud to now atone and change. See, I got so much venom when I tell him. Rum will tell him. I used to get drunk and rowdy like that. Called Swellen from Dallas. Go like Alice why don't get high in the palace smoking my chalice with King Selassie. Because when I spit, oh, it's oh so legit. Whether it's factual or actual, real life or strife. About smoking the isms or feeling the schisms, see, life will test you. In all shapes and sizes, all forms and guises, and my advices. Keeping on. Decipher the cipher, stand strong, because the bling bling be disturbing. It keeps churning and churning, and they keep earning and earning dollars, yen and sterling. So it's time to head home, reclaim our throne, and it starts with this poet. Now quote it. The revolution will not be televised. We've already been warned and advised that the revolution will not be televised. We've already been warned and advised by the wise that the revolution will not be televised. Televised, God? Yes. Televised, 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 televised. The revolution will not be. The revolution will not be on TV, DVD, CD, tape, or vinyl. See, the truth about revolution is that revolution will be beamed live via your nervous system through your arteries into your spine. Revolution shall mean no more excuses whilst you sit and dream. Revolution shall mean no more sitting on the fences, make your allegiance and back your team. For the revolution will not be a ticket-only affair at £2.50p. The revolution will not come with a slogan that's catchy or a bargain deal like buy one and get one free. For saying buy to individual thinking may set you free. The revolution may involve Kung Fu, Feng Shui, and Tai Chi. The revolution will be the sequel to the first movie. Not Face Off, no, but Pissed Off. See, when the revolution comes, there'll be no time for poetry slams and hip-hop jams. No, no! When the revolution comes, the revolution will be backed by small enterprise, backed by grassroots organizations who shall devise and advise. The revolution will not be served with cocoa fries. I'm not going to take your order. And will not be caught on camera by spies in skies. Therefore, the revolution will be unavailable for CNN, Sky News, or BBC 24. For the revolution will only be transmitted to the 85% who are hungry, needy, homeless, poor, and can't take no more. The revolution will be sent to the subsonic frequency of 913 megahertz, causing white supremacist eardrums to hurt and take on espionage tactics, both covert and overt. The revolution shall divert brothers from chasing skirt and sisters from talking dirt.
The revolution will cause for all colours of the rainbow to be on red, black and green alert. See, when the revolution comes, there'll be no time for rhetoric lines. No time to hide behind a needle or swimming through vintage wines. For when the revolution comes, Mother Nature will be leading the fight, right? And she'll bring those stars in the day and raise those suns at night. The revolution will cause for copyright to be copyright free. See, and the revolution may be the best cure for smoking that said see. For when the revolution comes, the revolution will give duty to life and will swallow depression in one big. But when the revolution comes, there will be a big squeeze. Rainforest will be replaced with corporate industries instead of trees. Education. Education will be dependent upon earning power and the production of fees. Like these extortionate fees are needed to empower individuals. Please. Revolution will call for the promotion of he's with he's, and she's with she's. Revolution will cause for man-made illness to become a tactic of war, and the outcome will be the destruction of masses via disease. See, when a revolution comes, bombs, tanks, fighter planes, and guns will finance reserve funds for the elite sons. The revolution will cause so much panic amongst the high flyers and wearers of the stolen crown that will force them to make an all-out attack on music, literature, and all forms of artistic sound, which really only goes to prove that Babylon, your throne gone down, gone down. Babylon, your throne gone down. The revolution will be more ID, more CCTV, and more loss of privacy. See, when the revolution comes, there may very well be blood spilled. Oh yes. There may very well be blood spilled, for never in history has there ever been a bloodless revolution. Never in history has the masses been given a fair or just solution. The revolution will root out all that work in collusion with this corrupt institution, causing an evolution from disillusion to inclusion. Fusing elite teams will redeem the themes of flounder dreams and ever work for the payment of infinite, spiritual, everlasting, casting multiple disenchantments of decree and disorder for those who dis the order of nature. Wake up, star, and smell the gunpowder. Why is you awake, unaware that you in a war and you right on the battlefield? Wake up, star. Wake up, star, for the revolution has already begun. And this elite team of poets is here to save you, and if not you, then your daughter or son. Wake up, star, for the revolution is happening all around the world, all around your town, all around your house, all around you. You best face those facts, or those facts may just face you, but be true. For revolution is only as powerful as the work that you do, so be true. Be true. Is this system designed and representative of you? Does this system assist you in getting through? Do all you can do. Do all you can do and then some. See, Gil Scott Heron said the revolution will not be televised. But Dean Nolly said, yo, but it will be on the big screen, y'all. AmenNoir says and agrees that the revolution will not be on TV, DVD, CD, tape, or vinyl. See, the truth about revolution is that revolution will be being live via your nervous system, through your arteries, into your spine. People act now. Now, for many of these warnings may be final.
Oh, sweet home, there is no place like home. What is urban?
He who cast the first stone, too proud to now atone and change, you see? They got no faith in their own wicked and wrong ways, so why should I and my comrades? And why do we remain when we're not in harmony with this London army? We just all spend our money and pay as we go barming. These phones, they read our lips. And governments try to disarm we of the tools that I use, like as if I'm Gaddafi. And we're ever so tardy, because enough of these companies are mercenaries, from Nokia's to Sainsbury's. And we still pay these. We get beat by the Metropolitan Police at the bus stops and say cheese for the mugshots. You know? And hospitals, they don't even see to our needs. And youths on roads and in communities undergo Big Brother scrutinies. And we all feed off glamour and greed while National Front and BNP be very busy running for the powers of the sea. And the powers that be control us with what we eat, and still we contribute. Still I see every single day we contribute towards their Kentucky Fried Picking, towards their McNasties, towards their Burger King, oh sorry, Murder King, bug foods. Steakhouses too. Takeouts they now lose. Because I once upon a time got a malignant carbuncle from Garfunkels. And we are the fools who linger. And it's like our arsehole. It's like our arsehole is the ring that's wrapped around their engagement finger. Yeah. And you know, I reside in White City. And I've got nothing but my very own pity. I'm like the last hide and the first fight, come right with me. Let us fight this enemy who let us choose any single colour we desire as long as it's white supremacy. Keep the poor man, spend your money. Keep the 9-to-5 plantations alive. With field niggas at the door trying to drive by the fire. It's kind of silly, they're trying to be the same house nigga inside. Tongue-tied by compulsion, dumb by expulsion, filled with revulsion, they have clothed us in outfits as their Mickey Mouse's soldiers. But brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we've got to be taken over. We've got to be our own cause, support Satan's cause and Santa Claus no more. Try yours. Help find a group org, outline constitutions and bylaws, buy from your own stores, cause these conglomerates be like, damn, I love it when they walk through my doors. And it's high time that we define our own economic schemes. Anyone up in here in doubt, anyone in doubt, go on the internet and read the Willie Lynch letters, and then you will know what I mean, team. We need to produce more farms, factories, machines, companies, businesses with practicalities, reap the benefits, build banks and reinvest generous to the genetics of Genesis. Walk away from the makeshift, cause the make-believe makeup be insipid and it's tasteless. And this imaginary talk shit and take the piss down has had one too many facelifts, and it's now faking it. And it's never too late in the day to help the continent that needs our skills, cause Mother Africa's already got the natural resources. So what are we gonna do? Continue to shiver here in the West and pay for seaboard bills? Because I know that don't make sense. And I need more strength. I need more light. But I need the life-saving type, not those lighters, because I'm the type to strike and fight for higher rights. They can't deny us like they try to do with the firefighters. And I ain't finished because of greed. We seek psychologists, engineers, doctors, cooks and cleaners, peacekeepers, technicians, astrologists, scientists, mathematicians, wizards. And we need to lawyer and judge our success by what we had to give up in order to get it, or we'll simply remain beheaded. And you know, I done got kicked out of venues for saying this piece, but I done said it, and I'll repeat it. We've been failed by the system. Our own growth has been prevented, so how on earth are we supposed to raise our children? It is a setup. The plug has been pulled. Brothers thinking it's cool to be thugs, but they've been fooled by the system. Listen, we're missing the point. We're puppets on strings, but I want to anoint the new kings. Lost families we need not. What systems ain't even got. We need to seek God and boycott.
See, I got so much venom.
Home, sweet home.
What is urban? Who is urban?
Why did you the oven? Because I'm the oven. I'm sure, Kyle. Nah, blood. But how did urban come to be urban? Why is it everything I make, create, you call urban? What is urban? Who is urban? Are you urban? I'm not urban. How did urban come to be urban? Everything I make, create, you call urban. Now, hold on. Look hard, what's wrong? Use my beat, sing next man's song. We sold out, now soul is gone. Forgot protection, now time to respond. We created vibe and flow from culture, life experience real. Next man came with big record deals and flashed the cash for poor youths appeal. So now, business took control by those who don't know black soul. King was playing in the porn zone and watch the way this story unfolds. We make art, they sold image. Then push certain types of our lyrics. Used our style to create new gimmicks with emphasis on making digits. Are you with me? Yeah. The focus. BK getting through to other cultures instead of minding our own. Long for that black thing, give a dog a bone. We left the yard, never secured the home. Now I see, heads trying to separate me from what came out of my identity. Trying to eclipse the black energy, take my things and soul. Back to me, my music, next man use it, and half of the time abuse it. So they lose it, then infuse it. So blackness, anyone can choose it or refuse it. Though black, they weren't born. Own it like it's theirs from morn. Blackness then makes way to spawn. Elvis Presley's different forms that become norm. Push to the top. What they made my cultures pop. We think safe, so we embrace. While from our things, our face is erased. Intrusion, confusion with the illusion of inclusion. Everybody wanna be black when blackness gains, but none of them can't feel black pain. I'm sick. I'm sick of images of me on TOTP, MTV. Use my style to attract me, then impose what you think I should be. Creating generations confused on fake ideals. My culture's used now. Black girls, Snow White, fruit, and white girls think they're Afro blue. Gangsters, pimps, hoes, bling. These people who promote anything but consciousness can go to hell because they say consciousness don't sell. I spit this, rip this consciously so everybody will know and see, and I know just who I be, so keep your urban fallacy. That urban, what is urban? Are you urban? That urban, what is urban? Are you urban? No. You don't sound too sure, you know. No. That urban, what is urban? Are you urban? No. I'm not urban. How did urban come to be urban? Now scratch that. Different version. It's not urban. Long that urban, run that, done that, gun that urban. I fire blaze and burn that urban because I'm black. I'm not urban. Hey.
See, I've got so much venom when I tell him.
Home, sweet home, there is no place like home. When I go north, south, east, and west, I shall always come back home. Adam for Chris, Miawezo, Akwaba. See, I'm relearning the essence, going back to the village to reconnect with my elders. See, where I'm from, it's custom to respect your old ones. See, even my brothers, brethren, cousins, friends, dad is still my uncle. Having family lineage spread all over the planet, because we can trace our existence back to the earth's beginning because we're ancient. Ancient like African kingdoms invaded by Arabs and Europeans who tried to take it, claim it, and told the world that they made it. Well, now I know it, I'm doing my best to try and reclaim it. Sure, I'm different, but I don't dwell in these differences. I see the same in our essences. Wishing the media could appreciate the beauty of our women from the Volta who make our own people look like fools, thinking African women haven't got an elegant bone in them. Oh, you don't look African, you look different. What the hell's that supposed to mean? Because where do you think we all got our genes from? We're all sick, but that's the mentality and where we live. But it would have been different had the Black Star fulfilled the vision of Kwame Nkrumah. For how good would it be right here, right now, to have United States of Africa? Beautiful. Check it.
Beautiful like black women swimming in African linen on the body beach, bathing as Ghanaian figurines. Carved out the imagination of Almighty God's creation. For I've been around the world and haven't seen a beauty that could rival them. For no matter how many generations over here we spawn, there ain't nothing this whole good God earth like home. Understand, you can't go no place better. You got to make the place better. Cause from Tottenham to Tama, we're still praying for better weather. Looking over the borders, desiring different cultures that we see on TV. When we're really from Kumasi, pretending we're from New York City. Disowning our own cultures, whether it's here or there. But the truth is, I understand it's mental. If I remember the abuse we had to go through in schools, Africa was a target from the teachers to the students. Had us ashamed of being human, attacking our language, accents, the choice of garments. It's no wonder half the generation I claim, nah, I'm black British. But check it. You can take the man out of Africa, never the African out of the man. And I use my full English diction from the standard to the slang, from the street dialect to the London context to defend the full African experience. Be it past or present. We'll say Eti Seng, say Wagwan, stand strong like Ashanti warriors fighting the British soldiers. Still locked in a battle for an attitudes and perspectives. Because we're locked in a vortex of a different perspective against coconuts like them. White men in black skin, which are hanging by his tongue to his throat come out his lungs. For who is he? Who anybody else to claim they're better just because they're born here? He ain't nothing. But who is he? That was me, born in a great British society. For I could die and be born again, and born again African. Say Afro or Elionaire, because both my parents be everywhere. And when you have children, you tell them exactly where they come from. I know it's hard, but you got to be strong like the guys from Accra, teaching their language, culture, family tree, history, and background. Whether they're born in England, France, Africa, or American. Because there's nothing in this whole good God earth like the spirit of a true African. And I can't wait the date till we can stand great in our own states and tell the world exactly where it is we come from. Home, sweet home, there is no place like home. When I go north, south, east, and west, I shall always come back home. Best kept secret, man. July 2nd.
On stage and work with a lot of these talent. They are multi-talented, and I think we need to give Darren and his gang, the people who put it on tonight, give a big round of applause. You know, I know there's a lot of you here going to go work tomorrow. Please don't lose on a job. Because if the boss says something to you, what's that? Hey, you never hear what the best kids teacher said? Stick your job, star. You understand? Don't ring into work tomorrow, and don't ring work and say, I'm not sick, I'm just don't feel like coming today. We got to take it in stages. Yeah, we got to take over in stages. You know, on a serious note, for those of you who don't know me in the community, I'm a militant. Yeah, I'm black, I'm proud. Yeah, I love the black woman. I love her so much, I wish we could have the whole of them. For myself, because I'm greedy. But it's good to see young black men expressing themselves like that and not giving in to the people that control the massive media industry. You understand? You know, there's a time and there's a place for everything, but you can't keep a good man down. And it's good to see, because word is power, you know. Words are very, very powerful. And tonight here, we've seen people like you know, young princess, yes, sir, and the princesses, them come out there, and the prince, them, and everybody just come out. Because what we are not anthropologists, we are not sociologists, we are not zoologists, we're not cosmetologists, we're not archaeologists. See, we're not philologists. See, we is wordologists. See, that means you have the command of the word. See, and notice that they had their trousers pull up. You notice that? They had their trousers pull up. The trousers wasn't down there, so. And them a walk like penguin. Because this is another thing that's thrown on us. Thrown on you know, that you don't want to dress slick and look nice and trim and press your trousers. Man, I mean, what has happened to fashion? I went out the other day, and me see a man in a crush-up shirt. I said, Bridget, why you couldn't press your shirt? It's a style. Me say, well, you went to shop and buy it? And say, yes. Me say, you know what I said? Me say, you're an idiot. What's happened today that people are going into shop and buy dirty jeans? You pay £70 for dirty jeans. You could come and give me £20 and I'll give you my dirty one. I don't understand it. I cannot begin to fathom the mentality of some of our people. I see women going to shops and they buy a little piece of material and then them call it skirt. You could tear up one of yours and make two and do that for free. And then there's another thing I don't understand about you women. You know, you're so consumed by MTV, BS, ES, UTV, EG, CN, why? That you go into a shop and please explain this to me. Women, why do you go into a shop, put your hand down like that, and you have somebody putting fake nails on you, and they got a mask, and you're grinning? Me not get that. I don't understand that concept. Because if I go somewhere and somebody's putting on a mask, me I wonder what's going on. Oh, me don't have a mask. Where's my mask then? You're making these Asians think they're more sin. They think, oh, black people are stupid. We are poisoning them, but they don't care. They look good. I don't business if I'm getting poisoned. My nails look crazy. We're talking about chemical warfare. You have to know. You know, I went one day and I sat down in a shop. And all these black women, beautiful Nubian, Batamagua, Scotland women there, coming in on their big high heel. And you know, sisters, it's we. It's Uno why they made a high heel. Because Uno have the God-given right to raise it. And they walk in and they sit down there. And you know, you got 10 people in there doing nails and toes. Yeah? And they got a mask on and you're there having a big conversation. I will be doing this. Because when you dive in the water, you don't open your mouth, you close it. So you need to explain that to me. You know, people say, Kwaku, why do you know, your comedy is kind of, and you're afraid that the man, see, listen, look. What you need to understand is that you're born dead. You're not here forever. There ain't no permanent visa stamp for you on planet Earth. When God was sending you himself, you soon come back. But you move like you're living here forever. And the way that we run through life is like we're living here forever. And so you buy the camera, you buy this, and everything you see, you run and you grab after it, and don't realize the most precious thing in life is life itself. You say you're fighting on Babylon system, but you run into, some of you guys, you sell drugs, and you make loads of money. You make money like nobody make money. When you make so much money, me don't know what to do. Or you can't go bank with it now. And it's not sure you can't go bank with it. You make all this money. How do you think Asian people, they open a shop and then everything is in there? And then don't get a bank loan. How you work it out? They're just smarter. They clean the money. You need to learn how to clean the money. Not wash it in Nike and Adidas, and Moschino, and Armani, yeah, and some fake name brand. You need to create the name brand because you are the first brand. My name is Kwaku. Good night, peace out.